Today's market talk and chat. I broke vegan after 3 days of eating only fruits. I'm finally having some wheat, and they tasted like glory. Just eating a hot dog tastes like glory. Today we saw a new high on SPY. We saw 570, 572 today, which implies the stock market is in good health. Bitcoin is at 61, 62 today. So I wouldn't say it's 100% correlated with Bitcoin just yet, but I could assume that if Bitcoin decides to rally back to 70,000, the stock market is going to follow it. And we know the health of that. We all know I've beaten that horse with 100 sticks. I've broken sticks on it. I'm hitting that horse with a shovel. That the only reason the stock market is rallying and going higher is not because of J Powell, but it's because of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin needs to be monitored, and the weighted average of the 7 top companies, etc., etc., etc. Today I made $90. Pretty good day. I had to cash out because I started pulling back. I started pulling back because I need liquidity for October. Because October 31st, there's going to be a $56 payment, and that's basically the entire that's basically the entire month. So I need to have enough so that I have enough for myself by October 21st. So that's why I'm doing all those things now. I also cashed out. It was basically 80, 90. I worked to a 90 today. God damn, there's music there. Motorcycle. Give it a second as it takes off. So yeah, everything copacetic. I obviously today wasn't an enigma trade. Obviously, the 2/3 ratio strategy, that price and time is not random. It's not possible because Earth is at resistance. You see what I mean? Price has risen so high that the enigma strategy is parallel with resistance. Therefore, price for the 572, it went outside Earth and back in. It did nothing else. Maybe when on the 30-minute I move Enigma to show the correct direction, my alignment, how I do Enigma. Enigma is way past. I have to anchor it in the past. Once everything passed through, I have to anchor it again. So maybe once I anchor Enigma again, not October, not on an August date, but on a September date, it might be outside the sun. I haven't checked that. Maybe I could do cross analysis. Basically, take one Enigma and another Enigma, put it right there, move Enigma forward, and see if price right now at 272 is outside Enigma, and send an intrinsic short. A 51-day DTE 40 contract put with maybe 350 delta for start. Appetizer maybe 350, 50 days out, maybe 55 days out. Market was very quiet today, obviously because it was really high. What else did I do today? So the brunt of what I did today, technical and scientific, I'm aligning myself to a 2-year retirement. I'm getting closer. The effectiveness of the things that I'm creating are getting closer to a 2-year retirement. Today, I took an old school RSI painting strategy that paints the candles and paints them pretty well. If the market is overbought or it's a deep burgundy, it's absolutely going to tank. If it's deep blue, it's absolutely going to go up. Inside that ginormous codes, there were false signals. They were all right. They were all right, but they were garbage. We have to optimize that. We have to make that shit better. You see what I mean? I made Enigma on my own. I'm adding certain things to complement Enigma. Added market trends to it so I could see consolidation, retracement, reversal, expansion, manipulation of the cup and handle. I did it so I could see everything on the chart, including vertical lines to strike on a micro level, because obviously Enigma is a macro level. Enigma needs to, when I'm using Enigma, I need to zoom out. I need to see it. It crosses, it exits, I enter trade, you see? So we're going to be for a little bit on a micro level so far. Maybe until Enigma runs out of space on the 30, it's just going to be. And then once I shift that 30, we're going to see where it's going to be. And if it's outside the sun, I'm going to short SPY for a lot of time. So I took that RSI strategy and I made it better. I used RSI, MACD, and what I found. Oh, and AI made them backwards. I had to tell it. It's like, yo, your buy is your sell right now. Shouldn't MACD transition if it's above the 200 or above the SMA? It's a bullish, and above. If it's above all the SMAs, it's a short signal, and if it's below the all SMAs, it's a bullish signal. Oh yeah, you're right. Let me inverse it. Bang. He inversed it. I checked out futures. Bankroll. And pretty nice signals too. Basically, signals at the start of the day. Signals at the end of the day. Signals at the start of the day. Entry. Tomorrow we're going to work on the entry until we square them all out. But first in the morning, 15 candles from the start of the day. Buy. And all the way up. Futures, a whole 1,000 there. Not 100 and shit. Our futures. Like that in one day. Just bang. Like that. Like buy to that. Like this. Catch him all the way that way. And the sell is so. Sometimes the sell, so far, it's acting more like a take profit, and it's not acting like a sell. I have to see the inverse. The bullish is fine. The inverse is sort of wrong, and there's more signals on the. It's a strategy. It's not an indicator. To ensure that they're all very nice. But oh my goodness. Morning and end of day, and then the craziest shit is that you buy end of day, it showed it end of day, all a pre-market vertical. It knows. The shit knows where it's going. No false signals aside, not being too profitable. That's basically the best definition. When it says buy, sometimes the sell is not at the cusp, at the tip, at the titty. If it's a weak bullish trend, if it's weak, maybe $100 weak. If the trend is $100 or $30 on SPY or whatever, when it triggers exit the trade, it's sort of parallel with it. It's maybe like a nominal, not too equal, but it's like side by side. I need to improve that sell every time I enter a buy. To sell at the cusp. You see that find? I need to sell on that code. I need to sell on that code to find the cusp. You see what I mean? So that if I enter a buy yesterday at 340, like it did yesterday on futures, 345, 350, some shit that was ridiculous, and it did it again the next day. buy again to make the high that it did today. So if you do that, I want it to find the maximum value at the end to include the sell. And I want the bullish signal to do the same thing. It's already ultra profitable on the buy side. But I mean, nothing is gonna get to that because everything else, if you look at a bullshit trend line or super trend indicator, it's focusing on a really small trend or whatever. I mean, all of them are all of them could likely be tweaked to what I'm doing, but I think I have more control over it. It looks better. I don't think I have a I don't think I have an indicator that says, yeah, trade yesterday and maybe buy again or sell, buy again on the next day at 9 in the morning, and then have another have another fucking ginormous rally. So you're sitting there like, what the fuck, like big money, not like little money. I wish I could show you because obviously I'm not on the computer, but yo, el enter here, look what it did. Look at the left index. Look at the price number. Buy again, like that. Super trend don't do that. Anything on the market don't do that shit, and that's just RSI and MACD. It's a combination of both. It's like it's basically using the specificity of volume too. There's a couple things involved, and it's sending quite wicked signals. It's sending money. Hopefully I can trade Enigma again. I'm looking at oil. Oil is so flat, so consolidated, pure inelasticity. That's basically elastic, inelastic. Oil is inelastic, sideways, not moving, perpetual, the same thing. Might have a move, depending on news, goes back to where everyone is. So that's about it. I'm getting bad news on my divvy port. Oh, your stock has been upgraded. Oh, your stock has been getting a new rating. Oh, your stock has been upgraded. I don't want that. You think I want that shit? I don't want that shit. I want to buy more. The whole market tanked and I didn't get to buy more. I didn't get to use $970 on my fucking dividend port. And it's in the wind still waiting for the buy entry. I'm not gonna fucking sell myself short. I'm not gonna give it to them. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy that shit at 20. I'm not gonna lose at. I know what I need. I need a recession. I need something big to buy again, or cyclical. Wait until the next 4 years to buy again or whatever, and leave that there. But when I go live, I'm not gonna give a fuck. I'm gonna see that buy. I'm gonna go 50% of port, 75% of port, until I get to 25,000, and then shit might get risky based on my own volume, So what I'm making is butter, more money, bigger money, better trends. I still have to try what I'm working on today because I still haven't finished it. I have to continue looking at weaknesses, at holes, at mistakes, and explain to it where I want to exit. You see what I mean? I want the exit to be at the cusp of the next day of the highest possible peak of this and that, so that if I enter yesterday, it's going to look for the highest point in tomorrow and shit and maximize profit, so that it's something that is $1,000, just like I said today. Futures, 1,000. No joke, no lie, $1,000 gain. This ain't a game. It's buy it. It says call contract. Risk maybe $3,000 for a decent option, and maybe 3-day DTE or shit. And do that shit the right way. We're not poor. I'm not poor. Oh, and I'm changing my entire fucking mentality about money. I'm going back to 2010. I'm not giving a shit now. I'm not spending my money. Why? Because every 3 months I gotta spend. So every 3 months, it's a liquidation of the money that I made. So every 3 months, it's a hard pull on the checking account, like bang, and then like easy 1, 2 more months, bang. So every time that bang comes, I gotta have bank. I'm not gonna be struggling. I don't make big money every day like this. I made 90 today. I'm not, I'm not gonna let it go down. I gotta go back to 2019, eat little, fruits, coconut water, you know, take it easy to see if I can survive. And right now it's looking dangerous for my cash. This month for next month is dangerous. Why? Because shit here is expensive as a motherfucker. Shit here is fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Want to scam people here for your food like it was nothing. They're like forcing you to steal. They're forcing you. At a point that your psychology, if you gotta pay rent and you gotta eat, you might start stealing. Why? Because they don't want to change. They don't want to be nice to you. They don't want to be nice to the consumer. They're like on another world when it comes to doing the right thing in both Target and Whole Foods. Oh yeah. Recap. Oh. And sorry for the guys on YouTube that are seeing old videos with new videos. Expect the new videos to come out in the afternoon. It's dangerous out here. I don't like being out here. Right now where I'm sitting is dangerous as hell. You think it's safe, but the only place you're really safe in my hands is across that fucking East Side Highway. Why? Because they're not going to go that far unless they got something down there to do. Something went down my throat. I feel it. I don't know what the fuck it was. This area ain't nice, like I said. Price is associated with crime. It's high crime, it's high price. They're going to hustle you. They're going to fucking... Even the chips guy, the deli guy last night, I went to get a fucking bag of Ruffles from $2.71 to $2.90. Like, yo. It's like someone told him, it's like the customer in front of him said, oh, charge him more. They gotta die, yo. You gotta lynch him. You wanna raise prices? Let me get a rope. We're gonna go straight back to Alabama, son. We're going to Alabama with this. We're gonna race this with it. We're gonna hang you, son. Why? Because you may have something, you may have your social security check, you may have your this, you may have your that. But people like me are on cans of fruits and coconut water a fucking day just to save something. And I'm not gonna go work with your monkey ass. So you fire me because you think that I'm funny or whatever. You think that I got a funny punchable face. You see what I mean? It's lynching out here, man. Lynching in Target, lynching in Whole Foods. Beyond a reasonable doubt. 4 or 5 MSRP. Do you want me to repeat it again? A can of Hormel in Doylestown, Pennsylvania is 67 cents. You know how much the can of Hormel fucking corned beef hashes here in Target, $5.25. You see that? Isn't that enough reason to start a fucking riot? But they don't want to have a riot because they're too high smoking weed. They're sucking on a pacifier on the fucking bottom. Like, oh, if I eat with my mommy, they eating their NYCHA food and shit, their WIC food and shit. The home cooking their mama eat. They're not eating their own food. They're not paying for their food. They're eating from their mama. So what do you get? They don't give a shit. You got people that don't give a shit. Little Rock, Arkansas, 2 bars of soap, Dial, brand name, 67 cents. Here, $5 for 2 fucking bars. $5, almost 6 for 2 fucking bars. So even your hygiene is at risk here. Why? Because criminals, baby, all they know how to do is deal that fucking dope. They don't do nothing else. And if you got chains and if you made it, and if you made 50, 100, 2,500 selling reps, and you're dripping in ice, they either want to kill you or sell you dope. That's all they know how to do. If you're a famous fucking boxer, what do they want to do? Want to bet on you? The cartel come follow you and shit? You got motherfucking Mexican cartel next to you, willing to make a bet. Oh, you got to fight, injecting you with shit in your neck? The drug element in crime doesn't fail. It's the same thing everywhere. Who do they glorify? Those people. You see what I mean? Not good people. You can't be a celebrity being good people. You can't be a pro athlete or even an athlete being good people. You can't. You cannot. And the same shit happens in supermarkets. It's not good people. It is not. And until they wake the fuck up, realize that New York had a lot of money in the streets. There was 15, 16-year-old kids with diamonds, their whole check in their neck, and now they got nothing or dead thanks to weed. It's their idea. It was their idea from the start. Oh, they're gonna make everyone calm. We're gonna be happy. Oh, we're gonna be happy. Please give us free weed. I wanna grow it. I wanna do this. I wanna do that. Everyone poor. Everyone aggressive. Everyone, I'm racist as fuck now because of it. They're all dangerous as a motherfucker. Psychosis out the ass. You see what I mean? I got to Union Square Park, a melting pot where I met fucking King Von, Pop Smoke, Tentacion, Dirk, everyone, all the rappers. To then go there 10 years later and see a ghost town. A motherfucking shooting. A shooting house, dope house, a trap house or whatever. They go shoot up and smoke weed and crash out on the bench. That shit wasn't like that. 2009, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, 12. That shit was clean. Everyone was nice out here. Weed, whatever you want. Bang. Down. Double down. Oh, when you want to continue sucking on the pacifier. Oh, when to smoke the weed. Spend that money. See what I mean? It's not good, Papa. See? And it's the same idea with the food. Nobody's saying nothing. We give a lot. Why? Because a piece of bread, a can of fruit, coconut water and coconut milk, which should have been $5, or a roll. Should have been $5, cost $9 here. No carbs, no sugars, nothing in the can. You see, you look at the nutritional facts, empty. Empty. Not even 10% of minerals in that shit. Empty. $10. Everything, every single can. Nutrition facts, 0. Minimal, less than 10% on everything. And you're paying $10 for that? You see what I mean? That's why I became how I am. That's why I hoarded 5 figures. That's why I'm different. See what I mean? I'm not gonna go broke for no stupid ass supermarket. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna starve myself out. Because if it were for them, I'd be spending $560 a month, $560 on just myself. You see that? Nobody wants to mention it. Everyone in there mad happy. We're working, we're employees. See that? But nobody's giving a shit about the prices. Nobody's giving a shit who they are slowly removing off the table. People who don't have enough money feel like playing poker and the blinds are too high. The stakes are too high. Every day that go by, that blind come through, bang, $10. Bang, $10. Bang, 12. Oh, you need protein? 12. 10. 9. 10. And if you do want to eat high, it's all saturated fats. It's all sodium. See? Fucking wieners. You want to eat cheap? A fucking package of wieners. You know how much sodium is on each link? All fucking salt. Bologna, all fucking salt. Why? Because they don't give a shit about the prices. And listen to this shit. Inflation is going down. Inflation is going to go down. It's at 265%. It's going to go up to 3%. It's going to go down within the year. 6 months. It's going to go straight to the ground. Under 1%. Not 2%. Under 1%. And they're going to keep pricing it at maximum inflation. Everything they got, because they high as hell, be priced at maximum inflation. Why? Because it's more money. Why? Because you got 50 more employees you got to pay. You got 6 stockers in that shit. You don't need 6 people to put a can on the shelf. You need 2. You don't need 10 to put shit back on the shelf. You need 2. At most 3. That's it. It's a simple box, a simple job. Lift it up, put it in the shelf. How hard could that be? You don't need a whole tribe to put shit back on the shelf. You see what I mean? And that's what's going to happen. I already predicted. I'm a doctor in business. I spent 10 years to return to this city and be disappointed by it. Every fucking side, every perspective of it. The supermarkets, the trains, the platforms, the aggression. Anything East Side High, anything from the East Side Highway this way. Everything is fucked up. Everything is bad. Queens, Brooklyn, the Bronx, people with guns in the train. Everything is fucked up. Nothing is nice anymore. This whole place, it's like something doused with gasoline, waiting to spark this shit out in a fucking riot, in a war. Why? Because they angry. Why? Because they got no money for weed. They got no money for weed. Reparations. We need to ask the supermarket for a free juice. See what I mean? I gotta pay $3 for a fucking juice. The bagging. Oh, let me get a roll. Let me get a donut. Let me get some change holding the fucking door. This shit has to change. Because people like me are living on the minimum as a doctor. And others are splurging like if it's a joke. Like, And they're not children. If they were 19, 20, 21, then fuck it. That's youth. That's what young kids do. I'm talking about grown men involved in that shit. Nasty. Nasty. Hope you guys have a good night. Tomorrow I'm gonna finish the code. Definitely gonna be really good. Once I square everything out, it's gonna be delicious. Bon appetito. It's gonna be ridiculous. Tomorrow is gonna be it's a really big code, so I'm slowly putting it back segment by segment. I'm telling you, yo, fix this. Okay, after showing it the whole thing in chunks. Okay, fix that. And then once every single signal is fixed, I'm gonna tell them, okay, I need the trade exit to exit at maximums, higher or lower, like that, so that bigger and bigger trends happen, and we could get ready for a retirement. We could get ready for trading and doubling this up. My paper at 19,000 now, right? And I was, where did I start my paper? At like 1,800, right? And I'm like, yeah, let me put 1,000 on there when I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna be illiquid, margin call, dead. Remember that trade? Dead. I added $1,000 and then blam! I'm at 20 now, and I'm not gonna make the same mistake because obviously I got really strong rules, really strong. I know exactly what I'm doing. If it's either a single trade single stock trade. It's going to be a single high delta contract, a single $500 per delta contract, maybe 0.60, 0.80, 0.75, just one, or an intrinsic trade, and go 40 contracts, $1,500 to start getting that money. And DTE is the magic. DTE is what you need. Without days to expiration, you're a nobody. You're waiting for a miracle. You're not gonna get it. You gotta do 50 DTE, and you'll be fine. Everything will be okay. Like I said, I'm sorry for the videos that are becoming overlap, old videos, new videos, but it is all that I could do. Today is September 19, 2024. Hope y'all have